Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a lot to update everybody on today, so let's jump right into it. So for May 2016, gross income was back down to $2,579.57. At least they're very consistent, even to the cent. So worked every other weekend, but only 2 paychecks for May. It wasn't a 3 paycheck month. For taxes this month, pretty much the exact same, $526.97. Then 401k was 122.97 and take home pay was 1929.63. Rental income back at 975 again this month. And so I'll elaborate a little bit more on that. So I have all 3 units rented out currently. It should be bringing in almost 1,500, like 14 something. But I've got one guy that is kind of down on his luck. I was able to talk to him this month, and we were able to work out a pretty good deal on my part, I would say. So I am going to let him stay in the unit for free. I do not live in the house anymore, and so he is essentially going to do a bunch of work for me, and I'm going to pay for the material. He is a stonemason, and so he's going to re-tuck point the foundation of the whole entire house, and this is a 6,500 square foot house, so it's a lot of work just doing that, and material-wise, it's not too much for me, but just a ton of labor. Once he finishes tuck pointing the foundation, he is going to paint the entire exterior of the house like a dark gray with a white trim. And so that will probably be month 2. And then depending how he's doing on after month 2, then he'll start on the front porch, like redoing all of the woodworking on the front porch and getting all that painted up. So that will probably increase the value of the house. Just painting alone will increase the value of the house a ton. And none of that really costs me a ton of money either. So I feel like I'm getting a pretty good deal. And he was very thankful that I was willing to work with him. I think I was the first person ever in his life to, give him a chance and let him work for something. So hopefully that goes well, and hopefully he does a pretty decent job. I'm not going to be too much of a stickler unless he just does a horrible job with everything. But if he does, then I'll have to work something else out. But we'll see how it goes. So that was May. 2016 totals are down here at the bottom, and then lifetime totals are also down here. Other than that, for May, June is going to look significantly different. I have actually put in my 2 weeks notice at the pharmaceutical company that I work for right now. I talked about it a little bit in April that I've pretty much struck out on all 3 of my, growth options. Option number 3 was for me to apply to another position, but because I make too little money now, I can't even apply to the position. And so they've posted the position, and essentially for me to even be able to interview for the position, I have to leave the company and then join back in, and then I can get hired in at $23 to $25 an hour. I have actually found another kind of, I will say, part-time job. So a family friend, I guess my girlfriend's family, they know somebody that does like kind of small business construction, like building decks, building fences, things like that. Not building houses, but just small projects that take like a week or under. And so I have been helping him these past couple weeks, just a little bit on the weekends and stuff. He's telling me that I can work full time for him, and then he'll pay me $15 an hour cash, and then I'll have to file that on my taxes at the end of the year. But that's kind of my plan going forward. It's the middle of the summer here, so it's going to be hot, but I'll be out there learning how to build decks, learning how to build fences, and we'll do that for the short period of time until I can find something better, or until they hire me for this position that's going to be posted. So we'll see how that goes. But yep, that's kind of what the short-term future is looking like. But we'll go ahead and jump into our net worth. So I did get an accepted offer on house number 1 as well. We've got all the updates this month, it seems like. So update number 1 for house is I am selling it for $32,000. So I'm going to keep valuing it at $30,000. I will have to pay some realtor fees for that. So I should clear somewhere around $29,000, I would say. So my guesstimate valuation here was pretty close. For house number 2, for house number 1, I will close in June. So next month I should be getting about $29,000 in cash. Unfortunately, though, well, I'll pause for that. We'll come back. House number 2, I'm putting it at 90,000. No real changes to that. I'll probably even keep it at 90,000 even once he finishes painting the house and redoing the tuck point in the front porch, just to be kind of conservative with my price estimates here. Investments grew to 12,846, so up $840 this month, which is good to see. For house number 2, I did make my monthly payment again, so it's $43,613 is what I owe. We're just chipping away at that. And then on the topic of debts, and so I have this car lease right now. I have to turn the car in June, or I could buy it out, but I don't want to buy it out. So I have to turn the car in next month. And so my plan is I should be closing on house number 1 here pretty shortly. And I will use that cash and then I guess the cash that I have in my checkings account now and purchase a used vehicle of some kind, preferably a truck. So I've not found anything quite yet. If I'm not able to find anything, that's okay. I can drive a relative's car for just a little bit. I've already talked to them, so that wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, so I'll use some of this proceeds from house number 1 in the checkings account to purchase a used truck and just preferably outright. So my goal is to stay under $10,000 if I can. But for checkings account, I am now at $9,270, which I actually think may be incorrect. I think it's more like 9,800. Sorry about that. It's somewhere around there. I think I wrote down the wrong number here, but for rental checkings account, I did grow to $6,775. So got those 2 rents that came in this month and just deposited both of those. So cash positions at $16,575 and net worth moved up to $105,808. For the goal pace this month, I am currently at $30,747 ahead of my goal pace, which is becoming a millionaire by the age of 30, which I just turned 22 this month. So I'm ever getting closer to that 30-year-old mark, but still got another 8 years, so I think we're doing okay. Only other update, I had mentioned back in like November or December in the dead of winter that I would, try to do some mowing. I'm trying to protect myself from, not having any income coming in since I've already put in my 2 weeks notice and only have a couple days left to actually work there. I will make 1 paycheck in the month of June, but I'm planning on, working for the handyman or the construction company or, building fences and stuff and see how many hours I can log with that. And then I've also worked out a deal where my old boss, the very first job that I ever had at the convenience store, I am going to mow some of his rental properties, about maybe 25 of them that he has. They're all very close to house number 2 here. So while I'm mowing house number 2, I can go and knock out all of his as well. And so he's going to pay me $400 every 2 weeks to get all those mowed. And it'll probably take me 10 or 11 hours or so to mow all those. Yeah, so that'll start here in June as well, which they're going to be a hay field already since they've not been mowed yet. So I'm not sure how I'm going to even knock them down for the first time and not sure how I'm going to do that without a truck. But I can take my mower apart and put it in the back of my car if I need to, which is what I've been doing right now. So yep, that's kind of the plan for the next couple months, but lots of updates for the month of May, lots of life-changing things happening, but good things, moving in the right direction. So you've got last month's and next month's video on your screen now, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to see things in future videos, comment them down below, or any questions you may have, and just put them down below. I'm happy to do the best I can, respond to all of them, answer all your questions, and include things in future videos. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next video.